Hey, what is up, all you lonely watchers out there? It's Lonely Fubuki, and I'm back to report on the latest Yokai Watch controversy. We've been having a lot of those recently, but a couple days ago, a group called El Cuartel Blasters, which is a group of fan developers who make things like mods and Spanish translations for Yokai Watch games, announced that they were developing Yokai Watch 2 for Nintendo Switch, a remake of Yokai Watch 2 based on the engine of Yokai Watch 1 for Nintendo Switch, coming to PC, mobile, Nintendo Switch, and even VR, which is a groundbreaking project because Level5 has yet to make a remaster of Yokai Watch 2 for Nintendo Switch. It's something that's been heavily rumored for a long time, heavily speculated upon, but it just never happened. So you'd think this is great news, right? Well, not really. Over the course of the day, there was a lot of back and forth between Japanese Yokai Watch fans who would point at this and call it piracy and say it should be shut down, and this is an illegal and immoral use of the Yokai Watch IP, and Western fans who are excited that we're finally getting a remastered version of Yokai Watch 2, because the only ways to play Yokai Watch 2 pretty much these days is to pirate the 3DS version because it's not being sold anymore. And people have been holding out for a Yokai Watch 2 remake for a while, and it just is not happening. But this drama became so big that Level5 themselves commented on the matter. On May 13th, they put out this statement. We want to address a serious issue we have recently observed: the unauthorized reproduction and distribution of our game software across certain online communities. Except where explicitly permitted under copyright law or other applicable regulations, reproducing, modifying, or editing our game software without our authorization, as well as distributing or selling such materials to third parties, constitutes copyright infringement regardless of the purpose or intended use. We want to make it clear that we continue to pay close attention to these activities. To protect our work, we will take necessary legal action against any such copyright infringement, including content removals and account suspensions. We would also like to ask our community to refrain from downloading or using pirated copies of our games. Thank you for respecting our work. We are working hard to ensure that everyone can enjoy our games safely and fairly. Now, I get where Level5 is coming from in this scenario. This is technically an illegal redistribution, remaking Yokai Watch 2, even if you need to verify you own a copy of Yokai Watch 2 or one for Nintendo Switch in order to play. It is redistributing their copyrighted work. But at the same time, there is no official way to purchase Yokai Watch 2 anymore. The 3DS eShop shut down, and there is no official remake or re-release on the Nintendo Switch or PC or anything. Level5 really needs to re-release these games if they expect us to purchase them, as I'm sure a lot of people in the community would love to pay for this game. The company is just refusing to sell it to us. But a more important and jarring part of this message is the section where they say that they could take legal action against people modifying their games. This can mean things like Blasters++ or the Cludifac Fix mod for Yokai Watch Busters 2, but also things like fan translations, which are the only way some fans can experience these games. They can't refuse to sell us these games and get mad when we try to understand them ourselves, when people put in all this time and effort into translating the games for other people to enjoy. And this just sets a very scary precedent. So if you have not done so already, I would highly advise downloading any Yokai Watch mods that you wish to play, as they may not stick around forever. Even if you have no way to play them at the current moment, just download the files if you ever think you would have interest in playing them. Because most of these projects are run by individuals or very small teams who could not afford the legal fees to try to combat this. Even though it's technically not even illegal because it's not piracy. It's just modifying games. In most cases, you still have to buy the original game for it to work. People will pirate to get them to work, but that's not a requirement. They are not distributing their own copy of Yokai Watch 4. They're distributing personal mods that affect your copy of the game, no matter where you got that from. So what do you think of this latest controversy? Are you on Level 5 side or are you on the fan developer side? Do you think Level 5 will actually end up taking legal action against fan translation mods? Make sure to let me know in the comments, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye, my lonely watchers.